The White House has done something very, very dramatic. They put a pause on federal grants and loans. This has a lot of people afraid. Let's talk about it. Welcome to Global Reference News. Inside America, Gerald Colbert reporting. The White House has put a pause on federal grants and loans. This has a lot of people in a frenzy because a lot of people are dependent on that money. However, we need a little bit more context on it. It isn't necessarily for individuals, but mainly groups. But last night, Donald Trump mentioned something about this in his speech. Let's take a look at that clip.
On day one, I directed every member of my cabinet to marshal all powers at their disposal to defeat inflation and bring down the cost of daily life, and we're going to do that. You're going to see it starting to happen when we get going with the energy. The energy is going to, brought everything up, and it's going to bring everything down. I imposed a federal hiring freeze, a federal regulation freeze, a foreign aid freeze. A foreign aid freeze, isn't that nice? We get tired of giving massive amounts of money to countries that hate us, don't we? And I created the new Department of Government Efficiency, and I think it's going to be very meaningful. I terminated the ridiculous and incredibly wasteful Green New Scam, one of the great scams in history. Actually, isn't it 12 years up? They gave us 12 years to live, right? I think that we passed it, right? We're still around. Can you believe it? The person that really came up with it is a person that never even took a course on the environment, was a poor student, not a good student, didn't understand a lot. And she came up with this idea, and everybody all of a sudden started going. And then mainstream, important Democrat leaders were starting, they got sucked into it. And we've spent trillions of dollars on just like throwing it out the window. You could throw it out the window, you would have been better off.
Now, I was really looking into this, and I came across an article. This was an article that I read, and it seems to give us a little bit more context of what exactly is happening. It says, White House pauses all federal grants, sparking confusion. Now, a lot of people are like, wow, we're dependent on that federal money, but what exactly does it mean? So it says, the White House Budget Office is ordering a pause to all grants and loans dispersed by the federal government. According to an internal memo sent to agencies Monday, creating significant confusion across Washington. In a two-page document, Matthew J. Vaev, the acting director of the White House Office Management and Budget, instructs federal agencies to temporarily pause all activities related to obligations or disbursement of all federal financial assistance. Now, I want to see if I can go a little bit ahead to where they're talking about exactly who that they are pausing this money for. So let's see. So this is the memo states that orders should not be construed to impact Social Security or Medicare recipients, and also says the federal financial assistance put on hold does not include assistance provided directly to individuals. So individual people aren't being affected by it, but it goes on to say who is. He says, but the document says programs affected are including but not limited to financial assistance for foreign aid, non-governmental organizations, DEI, woke gender, ideology, and the Green New Deal. Wow. So it's very, very plain and specific as to whom this pause is directed to. And like Trump said in his speech, he pretty much said the Green New Deal was the biggest scam ever. That's who they're targeting. These woke left groups that have taken advantage of all this federal money and built something out of it. But what say you? Maybe you think differently of it? Let us hear your comments in the comment section. This is www.globalreferencenews.com is where we can be found for more news and information besides America. We also have world news that you may be interested in. Check it out. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.